Welcome to another Mercedes video, and in this video I'm going to be doing something about this. This is yet another thing that's been bugging me ever since I've had this car, which is nearly 3 years ago. Is the paint here on these controls, it seems to have sort of blistered and it's starting to flake off. Now I could either change the head unit, but that would mean the replacement head unit would need to be programmed to the car, or take the control panel off the head unit and swap it over, which is what I'm going to do. So to that end I bought another head unit on eBay for only 20 quid. Now I'm not going to use this, but what I can do is, as you can see, I've already taken the control panel. Now there's a panel below it, and some models have buttons, you know, for like parking sensors and heated seats, which mine doesn't have. So I'll be swapping the lower bit over. It's only secured to the control panel by 4 T20 torque screws, and this is quite easy to remove. So I'll get the other head unit out and I'll show you exactly how to swap the control panel over. And the first thing I need to do is I need to get this grill out. Now I think there's a couple of tabs through these holes. They're normally covered up by pads. I've got one missing. That's the one I've pulled out. So I need to insert some trim tool or something. I'm not sure if I've got anything suitable to hand here. Pulled all my trim tools out. So I'll have a bit of a play around, and once I've got the technique off, I can show you exactly how it's done. I've had to take a slightly different approach to what the Haynes manual says. So I've got a couple of screwdrivers. I've just, prying it from above. I don't think that's quite the correct method of doing it, but if it gets it out without damaging it, it works. It's not what the Haynes manual recommends, but we just have to try getting this out. Yep, there it is. I've had to pry it from above. I'll just pull this vent out. There we go. I've managed to free it off, and then I just need to disconnect the traction light and there's a hazard switch. So just a couple of plugs, and that's the centre vent removed. You can see where the tabs are that you're supposed to be prying with. You got to go in sort of that angle really, and I don't think I had anything suitable anyway, because I was trying to get in with that, but obviously I wasn't there, and that's how you do it. And yep, that probably would have freed it off doing it the correct way, but it's out. So that gives us access to a couple of T20 screws that's holding the head unit in. And that centre vent, it'll just snap back in. So make sure I don't lose these screws. And I'll show you how to swap the panel over. That's the swapping the head unit's not an option, because they are programmed to the vehicle, and I don't know if used ones can actually be programmed. If it were a brand new one, I'd be able to program it. Right, so with that out, this head unit should just come out. I don't think there's anything stopping it. As far as I know, it's just that one screw. No, there's just them two screws that are holding it in. I have had this out before, around about the time when I first got the car, see if I could do anything about this. So hopefully a bit of prying, and it's seems to be well in there. Careful not to knock you guys over. I'm sure there's nothing else keeping this head unit in apart from the screws. I don't think there's anything else. I can't lift it up. It should just slide out. Oh, felt something go there. Oh, yep. There we go. And it's starting to come out. There we go. And that's our head unit almost out now. I could have a go at swapping this control panel in situ, but I think it's going to be easier with it out of the car. So just got some connectors to unplug. So they're all colour coded, so they'll only go one way. And I think I'll do rest. Let's have a look. I'll do this off camera. I'm not going to show you all how I disconnect everything. So get everything disconnected and then we can start swapping this control panel over. And with the head unit liberated on my makeshift workbench, basically the wheelie bin, first thing I need to do is remove this lower panel. I said it's a 4T20 Torx screws. So I'm trying not to lose any. And then that just lifts off. I'll need to use that again, so I'll need to keep that. Now, to get this out, I need to undo all the screws on this lid. So there's one, two, three, four of these bigger screws and 3 of these smaller screws. So get these unscrewed. Now you know why I practice on the replacement head unit, so it looks like I know what I'm doing. Obviously didn't, need a practice run, so I can actually show how it's done. Now there's a warranty sticker on here. I'm not bothered about that. Not on a however old Mercedes. Well, not 16-year-old Merc anyway. I think it's 2009. Well, the car was technically it's a 2008 car, but it was registered right at the beginning of 2009. So it's that. Probably nearest. So with all those screws out, I should have brought one of flat bladed screwdrivers with me. I'll be right back. I'm back with a couple of flat bladed screwdrivers, so it's just a matter of prising it open. And you'll see why I need to do this. So just prise it round. I'm going to try to keep the warranty sticker intact, even though don't mean anything. I'll probably end up damaging it, but that's... There we go, that's that off. And I'll show you, we need to undo that ribbon cable. So it just, I'll just show you, probably better showing you with a screwdriver there for just flip that. Just, I think I flip it back. Oh no, just lift it up from behind and how it comes. So getting this out, it should just all, it's just a matter of prying this, getting past them tabs, top, yeah, top, bottom and sides as well. So I managed to do it without doing any damage. Now I don't have to worry about damaging this head unit, this particular control panel, but alright, I've managed to get one side out, so I'll just repeat the process on the other side. That's as it looks like I know what I'm doing. It's only because I've had a practice run, and let's have a look. Yep, I managed to get it out. I managed to liberate this offending item. So putting it back together is basically the reverse of taking it apart. You know, as I say in the Haynes manual, you know, refitting is the reverse of removal. So it should just snap in. There we go. Simple as. Then refitting the ribbon cable, just push that in, and then make sure this is all the way in. Make sure ribbon cable is in, and then just flip the brown tab down. Yep, that's secure. Then let's have a look. I'll leave that. I think I better put the lid back on first. So refit the lid. And it just snaps in. And start with the small screws. Oops, that's not one of the small screws. I'll be damaging the thread. That wouldn't have been good. No, that's one of the biggest screws. Is that one of the small screws? Yeah, it is, yeah. Now another thing I could have done was just swap the gubbins over, but just swapping that control panel is going to be the easiest way. No, that's one of the biggest screws. I need one of the small screws, because they have different threads. Let's have a look. It's not that one. It's not that. I think this. No, it's not that. There we go. So that's the lid back on. Right, I'll get these Torx screws out. Then refit this panel. That says there's different types depending what, you know, what options you have on car. Like I said, like heated seats and, you know, factory rear parking sensors. Because I think my car's been retrofitted with some aftermarket rear sensors, which is handy. But the switch on that one is to disable them, but that says mine's pretty C200, so it doesn't come with the extras. So just this last T20 screw. And the head unit looking a hell of a lot better, ready to reinstall into the car. So I'll come back to you when I'm ready to test it. Just make sure everything's still working as it should. The good news is everything is working. Now something to note, and I didn't spot it when I was taking this out. There's a couple of tabs at the back here. You lift them out and it helps to remove the head unit, so don't forget about that. So you just push the head unit in, you push them tabs in, it locks it all into place, and you can get the screws in. So I've finished screwing this up. I'll put this all back together off camera, and then we can see the final result once it's all done. But I'm at the stage with this car, it's just all little cosmetic stuff, all the little niggly stuff. It doesn't affect the functionality of it, but it just looks a bit unsightly. Same as with this seat bolster. Seat bolster's seen better days. That'll be a job for another day in another video. So I'll just get this centre vent in, but everything seems to be working, which is all good. And so there we go. Don't want any copyright, but yeah, head unit's working as it should. I've got a disc in. So let's have a look. So back to disc, and as you can tell, I've got the Human League album Dare in my CD player, so that's all working. I tried my phone as well through Bluetooth, because this particular head unit, it only has Bluetooth for phone calls. So what I did was, I've got another Bluetooth adapter, and it outputs into the Augs, so I can play my music through my auxiliary, which is a handy thing on these W204s. And there's also a 12-volt socket in the glove box, which is convenient to place. So that's handy. I mean, it might seem a bit silly having two separate Bluetooth receivers, but it works. Anyway, I'll get this all buttoned up and I'll come back to you. It's all buttoned up, a little bit of mark there, but I'll take that. It's a much improved on what was there before. Just looks an awful lot better. So that's a confirmed fix. So I'm going to end the video here. I hope you enjoyed this one. As ever, thanks for watching, and I'll see you.